hear you.
You're gonna. It's visual feedback.
Okay. Yeah, that's okay.
All right, we'll see.
Now,
Get out of here!
Now minimize that.
Come on now. Come on now.
This way.
Yeah. Beautiful. Now you just hit record when I say hit record.
I need a.
Yeah, 7:39. We will be starting momentarily.
Don't worry, everybody. I'm gonna be eating again. I know you like that. I'll tell him Blake.
Tomino Blake, he's in here.
Of course he is.
He woke up. He just woke up. We need somebody to get our funny screen grabs for the Discord each week. Okay. Oh, you're not ready yet. Okay, we're late, and we have somewhere to be later, so we got to do this. We'll talk about your
I don't know where we're gonna go.
I know.
It's a surprise.
We'll talk about your high-waisted pants on the podcast.
Underpants, not pants. 7:39.
Yeah.
That's a surprise. Just make sure you wear undies.
Just don't forget this.
Baby, lock the door and turn the lights down low.
Lock them doors.
Lock them doors.
It sounded like you said lock them door.
Because it's time for anal. Yes? Aubrey, are you ready?
Is it time for anal?
Are
I
you
don't
ready?
know. What am I saying yes to here?
You got the Pokemon. You're good to
Yeah,
go.
crab roller.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh, careful, his little belly.
What happened with Belly?
Oh,
Okay.
Picking him up, squashing
All
his
right.
belly.
I do 3, 2, 1, and then you click it. And that's how it works. 3, 2, 1. Go! Nintendo Podcast. Webisode 739.
It's
The
scrolling.
Crab Brawler Podcast. Yeah, as long as it's scrolling, you're good to go.
Sushi.
That's
Get
it.
out of here, you.
You did it all. The only thing you have to do now is click stop recording when it's time to stop recording.
Holy
Get outta here, I
moly! Okay, so crab roller kind of looks. He's got he's a crab. He's purple and blue, and he's got like a President Trump hair coif,
Whoa.
like a light colored big.
Didn't we just have somebody with that?
It's almost like these Pokemon evolve.
Anyway.
I'm not here all the time.
He's or she. Crab roller is a fighting type Pokemon. Abilities include Hyper Cutter or Iron Fist. Hidden ability is there are.
Wait, you're talking about its details now?
Oh yeah, we do this differently now.
No. That's all. See, every week we go through this now. You're done. That's it. You don't have to say anything else.
I'm not done with the details.
You don't have to do all the details. We're done. We said this already.
We said this.
Whose segment
means
is this?
Raw Meat said this.
Just say the number. Say the
all right,
Pokemon.
I'll shut up and
Whose
be
segment
done.
is this? I want to know.
But then I was like
What's the
making.
ratio? What's the?
I can't tell you, Nikki
What's
Hill,
the
actually,
ratio?
because our Lord and Savior Rummy Cowboy has told us not to speak about it anymore. And last week I made mention about
Shots
it,
fired.
and Raw Meat was like, "The people love the Pokemon," so like I don't know where to go here. Like I'm trying to give them
spoken.
all of what they want, and you aren't letting me. So you can go and text your little friends
I'm
about
sending out a tweet about the
OMG,
podcast.
Mom Brain in the Pokemon section. Am I right? What are your car keys doing back here? Are those your car keys?
They are, and the funny thing is
in the car.
I had to go to Walmart the other day,
Yeah.
and I was like, "Where are my car keys?" But I saw that you left yours here, so
I
was
left mine
Thank God she left them
Where
here.
they belong and where they always are.
Hello, Robot Face and Sarah and
And the ignition.
Autumnal Blake
Right.
and
Oh, our special guest has arrived.
Dre Dre Gamer and Hiley and Tom. And
Go Nintendo Podcast Webisode says.
Why does it smell like McDonald's?
I'm not.
We got
talking
a new
about the
candle.
Pokemon anymore. So
we got a new candle. It's
Did you quit?
McDonald's scented. All right.
I didn't quit.
Mom
Ronnie,
Brain, can we
just-
have a serious, calm discussion
yelling
about
at
this
me.
on the podcast right now?
No, let's not waste people's time.
This is no, actually, there's not a lot of top stories today, so this is prime discussion. Are you ready?
Sure.
So, as I was saying, the Pokemon is an important part of the podcast, as in saying that this episode is whatever
Die,
Pokemon.
monster.
Pokemon. Die, Pocket Monster. So, hi, Bagel.
Did you know that's what that means? Is pocket monster?
I
You even put it in your pocket though? No, you put him in a pocket monster ball.
Also, Alucard is Dracula spelled
Hi.
backwards.
What?
Hi, Haggard. I feel so haggard. So
Arby's
it goes on
is
for
the pronunciation of R and B, which is roast beef.
Hi, Giant
backwards.
Reggie. It goes on.
Backwards?
It goes on forever.
What
So
goes
I-
on forever?
Wait, what
You're
is
the
roast beef
Pokemon. You
spelled
see, you
backwards?
already are. You're already angry. So I was saying, all that we should do is say the Pokemon. You can.
I'm sorry. All that you should do.
Okay.
Let's be.
I was suggesting that all that we should do is
You
mention
should do.
the name of the Pokemon, the number, a couple moves, and that's that.
And the
then
manga
we go.
that it was featured in.
And then we go on to the show.
That way, Romy has more time to talk
Now,
because
would
he
you-
loves hearing himself talk.
Would you like a counterpoint?
Sure.
Go ahead.
I think that it is. Is the camera tilted? Because it looks.
It's gonna be
tilted.
fine. It's
Okay.
fine.
Yeah, it's still.
Somebody knock it over.
No, please. It's fine. I swear.
Are you sure you shooting
Yes.
something to knock it over?
I'm positive.
This is the
yes.
Kung Fu movie
cat knock it over?
special episode.
Well, what if it's crooked? I just feel like if I'm listening to a podcast and they're talking about something, it helps me to visualize it if someone just explains kind of what it looks like to me so I can get a little picture in my head. And I think that's an important part of the Pokemon.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I'm usually curious to know what it looks like since I usually can't see the image.
So
Okay.
I feel like it lacks a bit of depth if I'm like, it's the Pikachu podcast. Pikachu's number 7 Pokemon. Now back to you, Rami.
So let's do a comfortable medium. You say the Pokemon, you say its number, and then how about instead of like its legs are elongated
No,
with
don't
3
start talking
spikes
that
on the
voice.
end.
You're gonna make her mad.
How about you just say like what it looks like to you,
How
I
about,
did this week. That's
how
what I
about we
did.
take
and
an idea?
then that's it.
I would like next week for you to model for me what that should look like.
This is. I have this suggestion comes from Autumnal Blake. I think it's a solid one.
Hi,
He's interrupting you.
Dimitri.
Mhm.
Hello, Shillelagh.
It's not at that point yet. Sorry.
What? What?
There's
Point?
a point where you say hello to everybody in the message board.
The message board.
Yeah. the
Yes.
message chat.
That's what it's called now.
So Autumnal Blake says, mention the Pokemon, a couple of moves, its place in the anime, and then just go on to the statistics, the meta descriptions, and end on the wiki references.
Yeah, just read
Perfect.
the whole Bulbapedia listing.
Yeah.
Keep it nice and short.
Well, anyway, my brain, I apologize for making you feel like you were being squashed or stomped on. We will find
Thank
a
you. I don't-
happy medium for all of this so that it doesn't take up like 8 minutes every week, and that is not your fault.
Thanks.
Now shut up. How's everybody feeling today? Oh wait,
I'm
now I
feeling
can say
pretty
hi.
triggered
Jonas
after that
Monbrain.
conversation.
Mom Brain, how are you feeling today? Are you excited? You're going somewhere and you don't know where you're going and you don't know what you're doing, but we're all going with you.
Now, am I the
Spoiler,
only?
it's the dentist.
The one hint she had is she has been there or she has done this before. So yes, that would
Okay,
be the
okay.
dentist.
Am I the only one at the table who doesn't know?
Nikki Hill knows what we're doing. Kirby knows what we're doing. I know what we're
I
doing.
might know. Robert.
This is not podcast related as usual. Most things on the podcast, but we are doing something after today's podcast, and it's a surprise for Mom Brain.
I mean, I feel special. I also need to know if we're going to be outside.
No,
And
well, maybe for a little bit, but no, the event is not
if
outside.
if
We might be outside for a few seconds. If
Yes.
That's okay.
if what I'm doing requires me to wear pants,
No, no. I mean, unless something really
Keep
weird's
those
going
underwear.
on. No,
I have a dress on
no.
and high waisted underpants. So
You don't have to worry about it. You can wear whatever clothes you want.
we're not go kart racing.
I almost wore sweatpants.
Are you in the chat? Get that guy. Stop that guy.
So we're not go kart racing.
Elf.
No, you already asked me that. We are not. No.
Okay.
No, none of this.
Thank you,
again.
BagelNet, for that.
Oh God,
Gotta
We're
go.
still-
my heart.
Recording. We are almost 8 minutes in, and I don't know what's in the
That's
news
right,
this
robot face. The robot face. It is not just a white void. We don't just end the podcast each week and sit here and stare at each other until the next podcast comes
Although
around.
that may be preferable to what most of us do during the week.
Hi, Mime Without a Cause. I don't know. We have fun. We see Kirby a couple times, or at least one time during the week.
Oh, I meant like work.
Well, yeah. I mean, work is really the void. You just sit there and
I don't
blank
sit
out.
at work.
I'm sure you have a moment where you don't even
When I'm
realize
peeing,
it,
I sit.
where you're like just sitting there for a second, like
Yeah,
just trying to.
that's why I like to like spend a lot of time in the restroom at work because I get to sit down.
When I worked at Lush, I
My
used
favorite
to.
part
It
of
would get
working is
busy.
the toilet.
It'd get busy in there, and I'd be like, "I gotta go to the bathroom. I'll be back," and I'd just sit there for a little while.
Right, but
Um,
those toilets don't have seats on them, right? They just have holes, like the whole seats.
What?
At work.
Like
The
fart-
lids?
like the fart holes.
The lids don't have holes in them. No, is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Kirby's
What?
I'm very
Kirby
confused.
sits on the toilet at work, but yes, lifts the lid and sits.
Oh,
up for
oh,
some
oh! You
reason.
mean like the lid?
There's no
like,
lid.
right?
on the-
Like
on
like
the
our
lid.
Oh, no,
toilet
no.
here, right?
No, it's
I
like
never
a public
even
restroom
thought of
toilet.
that.
So you mean
There's
you
no
go and sit
lids
on the
on
toilet to
toilets.
use it?
Well, I don't have a
In
lid.
public.
I don't have a lid on my toilet at home either.
Why is that? Why are there no lids?
I mean,
In
they're
public?
not, they're not really
Yeah.
necessary.
They're
You
definitely
don't have a lid on
necessary.
your toilet seat at all?
I feel like
Excuse me.
that would prevent like some.
You're supposed to
mess.
close the lid before you flush, so that all
Why
of the
is
stuff
lids?
doesn't
Yes.
spray out,
Oh, okay. I didn't even
like the
think of that.
germs and whatnot.
Head
I
to the
guess they
store.
just figure
the
at the
diarrhea.
store or at public restrooms, it's like
Right.
an extra thing, and
No
somebody's
one's
gonna
keeping their
like
toothbrush
rip
in
it
the
off
holder
and
next
steal
to it.
it.
They're like, you're putting this stuff in your body.
Someone's gonna steal
Well, you're
a-
getting in the
a toilet
bathroom.
lid.
They also don't want to
What did I
encourage
just say?
people to sit on them. I'd
Yeah.
I saw,
imagine.
Like,
I saw
Play
a
Dungeons and Dragons using the lid as a table.
I saw a school
Cocaine, snort coke.
where they took
Oh,
out
that's right.
the dividers in between urinals because kids at the school were like kicking them down, like walking into
Kids
the
are
bathroom and kicking
animals.
them. I know.
Animals.
And sort of Nintendo related news, but Yeah,
Animals.
close enough. I have a very exciting announcement. Can I have a
Demons.
not banging the table drum roll, please?
You have a question?
We have officially signed our podcast deal. We are officially part of a network. Yay!
Whoa.
The details will
Is it
come
a true
out.
crime network?
I am impressed.
The details of this will come out. I don't know. Maybe this week. I have no idea. All I know is I am signed. I did my duty. That's taken care of. We're officially in.
Back to bathrooms.
This is a network
Speaking
that
of
doesn't
toilets.
exist yet, so you can't go out there and research it yet. But it's going to be announced very soon, and I'm super excited to be a part of it because it has some amazing people involved with it. Especially if you've very nice. If you follow the game industry,
Are
you
you-
will know multiple names of people in this network.
Is it related at all to Joe Rogan?
We'll see. Well, is Joe Rogan part of a network? Really? I
No,
guess
but
he
maybe
is.
he's getting involved in this super top secret network.
No, it's not Joe Rogan. Well, let me.
What's that stuff that Joe Rogan always asks his guests if they take it?
Well, he smokes weed a lot.
Well,
and
yeah,
there's
I know, but
something else.
it was,
Yeah,
it
I
was
know.
something
Yeah.
specific. I wanted to make a joke about it, but I can't remember the name of it.
Something
so
else he
never
does
mind.
is isolation. So I got some, I guess, salt in my ear or something. So it's crunchy ears.
Where do you go to do that?
I was in Florida.
Okay,
Dimitri,
that makes sense.
that's a great question. No, there weren't any fights during the contract signing, like in wrestling. You can't ever have a contract signing in wrestling without.
Rami
a fight.
had to climb a ladder.
Yes, it was
retrieve it.
suspended above the ring in a briefcase, and I had to get it, but I got it. Yeah, I was going to say, I don't think Joe Rogan's a part of it, but I don't know all the people who are a part of it. I just know specific people. So, no, there's no new segment cool this week, Autumnal Blake, and that's something we have to discuss.
It's been a while.
There it is.
Done.
I have to,
Can I do that on the new network?
yeah, and then day one will be out. No, by the way, we're not changing any content for the new network because then I wouldn't be a part of the network.
Because we're charming just the way we
New
are.
segment cool. It's a hotly debated. Nintendo podcast.
New segment. Cool. New segment. Cool.
Sorry, it's been so long since I got to play that.
New segment cool. Hotly debated topics. Some people hate it. Other
Really?
people love it. Well, yes, it is a very visual focused element of
Yeah.
the podcast, which is
Yeah,
not best
That's true.
for podcasts.
Except we're describing. Mom
Yes.
Brain describes it to a T.
But like we've had a couple that were really good, but we've had more that were just like them described wonderfully by Mom Brain, and
Thanks,
then
guys.
nobody really says
Yeah.
anything. So I don't know. I don't
So
know. The song.
instead, let's
How
just
about we
take
just play the
games.
song?
Let's just take
It
games
is a great song.
and riff on puns based on the game name. That's it. That's all we'll do.
I kind of like that idea a lot.
So what do we say? Like
You give the name of a game, and each week we try and think of jokes about the name of the game, like puns, stupid puns. Oh, I kind of like that. Let's call it
like
new segment cool. Go Nintendo podcast.
New segment. Cool.
Every new segment for the show from here on out is new segment
New
cool.
segment. Cool.
like what? I don't know what we start with.
Uh-huh.
Thing that first came to mind was Castlevania. It's like Castlevania, and it's a game where Dracula lives in a van.
Veins.
Well, Castlemania.
That's the porn parody.
Oh, maybe we should do that. Yeah, I'll just have
Castlevania.
randomly selected names and see what we can come up with. I kind of like that. So dumb. So dumb.
I love it.
I have a thread going on the Patreon for podcast segment ideas if people want to try something new, and I'm sifting through this stuff. Hello, Ice. Thanks for joining us. So we'll see. But yes, I've seen your discussions and gotten your emails about new segment cool. People who are like, why don't you do new segment cool anymore? And people who are like, thank you for not doing new segment cool anymore.
And it's one email right after the other. So you're like, oh, I should bring this. Ooh,
Every
maybe
week I at
should
least
bring
get a
this.
couple about new segment cool specifically. So there's that.
I
Also,
wanted to show you this too before we get into it.
join. Thank you to everybody who's a part of the Patreon. I just posted up the second part of my
$1.
playthrough of
Dollar.
Demon's Crest. The second part is up, available now. It's another like 15 minutes of me playing through the game. So I guess I'm doing one a week. I don't know. To tell you the truth, there's
I
so
mean,
much.
if you don't know,
There's so much fun. I kind of want to do more than one a week, but I don't want to overload it. But it's been one a week so far. So thank you, because you guys have told me some wonderful or left me some kind comments or emails about that series. And it's been a lot of fun to do. Just a very, very, not that everything we do isn't relaxed, but a very relaxed playthrough of Demon's Crest. And I'm learning as I go because I've never played it. So it's been fun. All right.
Demon's Crust.
Demon's Crest. There you go. See? New segment. Cool.
ew.
It's like a pizza crust.
Well, it'd probably have like,
Demon pizza?
ghost pepper crust or
Yeah,
something.
oh,
like
yeah.
really
Demon's
spicy.
Crust puts hair on
That's
your...
it. That's it. Change like 1 or 2 letters in a title to make it a completely different game. So that makes perfect sense. Demon's Crest to Demon's Crust. I like it. All right, let's do some news. Like I said, there really wasn't a lot in the way of top stories this week, but we got some interesting ones to discuss. First off,
You didn't say hello to everybody in the chat.
I did
Oh.
actually.
Well, hello, everybody
I
in
heard
the
him
chat.
say hello to some of them.
So this was really interesting to me. This is the kind of stuff that I really like finding out about. There's a game called Plants vs. Zombies Battle for Neighborhood. Is that what it's called? For Neighborhood
For
or for the
Neighborhood?
That
Neighborhood?
is, well, not Battle for Neighborhood, but that game's been around for a while.
Battle
that
for
franchise.
it's Neighborville.
Oh, okay.
I don't know why I read Neighborhood and it
Howdy,
says Neighborville.
Neighborville.
Battle for Neighborville. Anyway, there was this guy on Reddit who was like, "Hey, PopCap, which is the developer of the game,
Mhm.
under EA's tutelage, they said in the data for this game, you can find a song from New Super Mario Brothers Wii, like a straight rip of the song from New Super Mario Brothers Wii. Now you can't access it actually in the game, so you can't you gotta go, dude. You gotta go. You can't play the game and hear it as you're playing. But if you're sifting through the game's code or data, your data miner, or just being nosy, you can find this song. It's the Bowser Battle theme from New Super Mario Brothers Wii. And why would that be in there? Well,
They just want to pay the royalties.
here's the thing. Well, yeah, obviously they didn't tell Nintendo what's in there. There's a song in this soundtrack for Plants vs. Zombies Battle for Neighborville, and it's a boss battle song. It's called something.
Is this one Dreadwood's theme?
Dreadwood's theme. And
I could participate.
if you play that song, you hear a lot of similarities between that song and the final Bowser's song from New Super Mario Bros. Wii. in the credits for this, or not in the credits, in the comments for this YouTube video for the Dreadwoods theme song, because you can find a soundtrack for the game on YouTube, a whole bunch of people in the comments were saying, man, this song really reminds me of
Baby boy.
Bowser's theme from New Super Mario Brothers Wii. And a lot of other people are commenting saying, yeah, I really noticed the two sound very similar.
I just wonder what Bowser's up to.
So it's it seems what happened here is the composer on this game was using the New Super Mario Brothers Wii song as a reference and forgot to take out his reference. So basically he was listening to the Mario song and was like, yeah, I can do that with a couple changes, and then made his song.
He forgot to make the changes.
No, he like his song is different,
Okay.
but it sounds very similar and is similar enough for players to be like, this sounds like that other song. But in the game's data, he never took out the song he was referencing. So he has the full ripped Mario song
Whoops.
that he was obviously pulling from to make this song. So the question is, should he be in trouble? Is this like, is it like a ripoff? Is it just being inspired by? Obviously, the one thing for sure is the song should not be in the game's data at all. It's there. It was left there by accident.
Can it be removed
is what
with
it
a
is.
patch?
Yeah, I
Oh,
mean,
yeah.
I mean, if it was an accident, then I guess.
Yeah, the intention behind it is what determines whether.
But now, like,
I mean, really, it comes down to whether or not Nintendo thinks he should be in trouble.
there are
right?
plenty of like musicians in general who are inspired by other people's music, but like,
That sounds like he's copying and pasting. it.
yeah, that's there's a fine. His song is somewhat different, but it's
But like I copied a 7th grade writing assignment somewhat different. Like I copy and pasted and changed a couple words.
well, I mean, like
No,
one
but
main
that's-
part of it is the same.
That's meant to be similar, isn't it? Like everyone's on a curriculum that's like a structured thing.
No, but I mean, like if you're
Actually,
cheating and you just copy and
are you-
paste from something you found.
Are you on the page?
I was. You want me to play it? We can't play it.
Yeah,
We'll get in
can you
trouble.
give him the dingleberry?
Dingleberry?
And
Oh,
we're gonna
we'll get in
steal.
trouble.
We're gonna steal your
No, we're gonna
soundboard
get in
thing.
trouble.
No problem.
We're not gonna get in trouble. Why are we gonna get in trouble?
You got the cat
Okay.
scared.
Let's see what happens when you try to post it and YouTube blocks you.
Sorry,
oh, I'm not gonna
everyone,
get
if you heard
blocked. I'll
that
just get like
knock. I just
flamed or something.
Uh-huh.
All right, so play
play
the Mario song first for reference, please.
Mario. It's this one?
Yeah.
I don't know how my volume is.
Well, maybe check it first.
Be quiet.
That's good.
It's still
That's good.
coming out of my phone.
Why is it coming out of your phone?
Is it a new phone?
It's an old phone. I don't know if it's going to the board. Is it coming out of there?
We know it's going to the board because the soundboard was coming out of there.
Touch it slightly. Let's make it work.
All right, start that song over.
Listen, I'm not a total buffoon. It was plugged in.
Mom Brain, nice call.
What?
Fixing it. That's good. No, too loud. Again, this is the song from Mario.
Which is very similar to.
I mean, there's a bell in the game.
All right, that's enough of that. Let's go to the guy's song.
Identical.
Right off the bat, you can,
We added a little slot.
but he's even he goes to the build up too. And then he stops and changes it. So there's all right, you can stop.
Honestly,
He's very clearly
he could
heavily
have,
influenced
it
by that
seems like
Mario
he could have
song.
done that through auto tune and just changed the pitch of the
It
notes.
just ran it through auto tune.
And I mean,
Hi, Nate or Die.
no offense to the artist.
Yeah, so I don't know. Hello, Kamui. Thanks for joining. I don't know. It's interesting. He was very inspired by it. Hello, Joe Shabadoo.
Was he inspired or was he told he had to do it?
I do
And
think
so he
it's
was like, this is what we want to hear, something like this.
I do think it's different enough. But it's just
Sorry about that.
now that we know the file is in there, Like I don't know. It just makes me feel weird about it. Like I don't know. I thought it was interesting. It leaves an interesting debate for is it blatant copying? Is he just inspired by it? Can you play something on that soundboard just to make sure we're back in action?
Hi, how are you?
Hi, how are you?
So let's see what you guys have to say. Autumnal Blake says, an interesting discovery. It's always cool to see where artists, influences, and inspirations, and occasionally straight up thefts come from. Yeah, it's not a theft because it's not the same song. Heavily inspired by, yes. A little too close to home? I don't know. That's for you to decide. Mom Brain, you look like you're really like coming to a conclusion here. Like you're weighing all the evidence and you're like, I have decided.
No, I was just looking at your Walking Dead books behind you and thinking it's probably driving people bonkers that they're not in numerical order.
Probably not until now.
1, 3, 2. I just noticed that.
Kirby, I have some bad news.
Oh.
Doom Eternal has been delayed.
Eternally.
On like all systems?
All systems,
Oh,
yes.
okay. That's too bad.
It was originally set to come out this year. That is no longer the case. Doom Eternal has been delayed, and it's delayed until like
Who's Turnal?
Yeah, do me.
Doom Eternal.
Do me.
But unfortunately, it's delayed to an unspecified date for
Oh,
the
that's-
Switch.
That's not good.
But
Why so doomy?
I think they said March 2020 is when it's coming out on all systems now, and then after for the Switch. So I don't know what happened with the game in general that we were getting so close to release date, and now they're like, oh nope, can't do it.
Yeah, that's weird.
So it
Wait, but now it has Doom 64.
March
as a
20th,
pre-order
2020.
bonus.
Well, we knew Doom 64 was coming. We knew Doom 64 was coming, but we didn't know it was going to be offered as a pre-order bonus for Doom Eternal. It just sounded like Doom Eternal was going to be released. That's all I'm going to hear now.
That's all I can hear.
Um,
Doom Eternal.
so,
Doomy.
so
Doom
now the
Eternal.
question is that game going to be only available to those who pre-ordered Doom Eternal for a while, and then it will open up to everybody else, or will you still be able to get Doom 64 right off the bat? I don't know. So it's kind of like annoying all around because I was really looking I'm looking forward to Doom Eternal, but I was like, God damn it. I was looking forward to Doom 64 just as much. And if I can only get that as a pre-order bonus, when was the last time anybody here pre-ordered a game?
Oh God, I couldn't tell you.
Yeah.
Do you remember when you used to
Well-
get the calls from GameStop about your pre-orders?
Yeah.
That was such a
Yeah.
big deal.
Hi, Mallow.
Maybe like Mass Effect 3? I don't know.
But
Sounds about right.
instead of now pre-ordering, you preload. It's the same thing, right?
Yes, you can well, it's not the same thing because, you'll have like a majority of the game's data before the game launches. And then on launch day, you can just download a very little bit and you're good to go, which is great. Can I do like two separate tabs or two separate windows in this?
Yeah, new
Yeah.
I
window.
don't know.
Open a
It
new
might
window.
make it explode.
How do I right click?
Hold
And
the
that's the
finger
end of
down
that.
and click.
Never mind.
I think.
It's
Or
okay.
Control click.
Control click on what? This? Yeah, look at that. Thank you.
I pre-ordered
yeah,
the Switch.
well, I mean, hardware is a little different, I feel.
All of a sudden it's different.
Well,
You
piece
asked
of,
us and I told you.
a piece of hardware is a little different than software. I mean, obviously it's going to cost more right off the bat, but if you want to get hardware like launch night, you're going to go to an actual location like, I don't know, Best Buy. Is that how you say it?
Best Buy.
I get told I
So-
say it wrong every time.
Best
So-
Buy.
I think I
Best
stopped.
Buy.
I
There's
stopped.
only two ways to say it.
Well, the one I pick is
Buy
always
Best.
the wrong way. No, I
He
just
says
do the inflection
Best
wrong.
Buy.
Best Buy. Best Buy.
Best Buy.
You want to go to Best Buy?
Did you pick up Doom Eternal and Best Buy?
Doom Eternal.
Doom Eternal.
In Best Buy?
Did you get Doom Eternal at Best Buy?
So here's a thing. I remember the issue of pre-orders at a certain video game outlet that I won't say. I'll just say initials GS.
Game store. We're calling
that's-
you out, Game Store.
That's Game Stores is not it. It's G Stop. But what I
Nice one. Nice.
is that too obvious? Game S. So there was something, and you thought it was completely acceptable, and I didn't think it was.
Usually how it
I
goes.
paid money for a pre-order, and then the game would come in, and if I didn't get there, like when the store opened, they would sell what I pre-ordered because somebody walked in to buy it, and then I had to wait for a new copy.
Well, I think that's not their usual practice. I think this was a special circumstance, but I don't remember what it was for. Do you remember?
Yeah.
I don't remember exactly what it was for, but I put money down, and then I went to the store, and it was not there because they already got rid of it.
No.
Like within like
Money
24
down.
hours of when it came out.
I don't think it was that late, but like if it was, even if it was, like maybe I didn't go because I wasn't available.
I could
at
see
that
them giving
moment-
you like 3 days and then being like, and then we're going to sell it. And then you just have to wait for your.
Well,
copy
3
to come
days
in.
was their usual thing. Yeah, I don't know what they do now.
Because I get that.
But regardless, it's like, no, you have my money for that copy.
Yeah.
If somebody else wants it, maybe they can wait because I put my money up ahead of time to get it as soon as I possibly could.
I mean,
And just because I became unavailable immediately doesn't mean that somebody else can just walk in and get it.
I agree with you, like as a consumer, but obviously GameStop is not doing that because they have plenty of people that put money down on things and then never come to get
Damn
them.
the man.
Damn the man.
Yeah, damn the man.
But
Uh,
at least
So you
just
said Dan the man.
it's just like
Roth says that happened to me on 2 occasions with Scribblenauts and one of the Zelda games. You are
See?
not alone.
That's
I
beautiful.
feel your
Yeah,
pain.
you can't
Roth.
sing those. Though.
I can. You know why? Because Pokemon Company put out a video this week of
Proving Michael Jackson's innocence.
How'd they have that information?
of Pikachu doing the Thriller dance. So
Oh, okay. Well, I guess if Pikachu's involved.
Pikachu, this Pikachu guy knows his stuff. So if he's cool with it, yeah, I think we've all been burned by GameStop, which is why GameStop isn't doing so well nowadays. Like,
Yeah,
One
I
of the
can't say I
reasons
feel
why.
bad for GameStop.
Oh, they're saying in the chat that was a long time ago. Well, guess what? I'm older than all of you.
Nin
It
Ginister.
was a long time ago, but some wounds never heal.
That's right. Says,
I like
for some
your,
reason, I thought it was already out. No,
What you have
it
to
is
say.
not out. Neither of them are. Well, Doom 64 is out. It's been out for a really long time. But no, you can't get either Doom game, I'm afraid. It just seemed like it was out because we're so close to it launching. But now we are so far away.
Would you say it's eternally delayed?
Oh, no, I would not. Well, possibly. Because what if March rolls around and they don't do it? Then
Nothing could possibly delay this game.
we also have our North American releases for this week.
Wow, we're already at the releases.
I told
no
you.
news. This
There was
week.
Easy peasy.
news was
Stop
quiet.
touching.
News was quiet, but it picked up towards the end of the week, but nothing like crazy top story stuff. But we do have what's coming out in North America, and that includes The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt Complete Edition.
Wild Hunt makes me think it's like a buck hunting game or something.
Well, there's
Cabela's Wild Hunt.
there's boar. Are there deer? I don't remember.
In The Witcher?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, what
There you
else
go.
is he hunting?
Well, no,
Wilds.
he's actually the one being hunted.
What?
Spoiler.
Oh, sorry.
Yes, you can kill lots of animals in Witcher 3, so if that's what you want to do, that's there for you.
The Witcher has become the Witched.
The Witcher 3 Wild Big Game Hunter.
That should
Overwatch.
be our podcast image.
Overwatch Legendary Edition, another big game coming out this week. Finally, Overwatch is making its way to Switch.
Big game. No pun intended.
No, that's
The
true.
Legendary Edition. Good luck getting that on other systems. It's releasing on other systems, isn't it? It's already been out on other
Overwatch
systems.
has been available for a long time.
But the Legendary Edition?
I don't know. The Legendary Edition is I just think it has other content that's already in the other game or the other versions.
Scoring for the good guys.
Little Town Hero, another big name game.
It's Little Town Hero.
Little Town Hero.
Thank you.
Little Town Hero.
It's a
from
Giro.
from Game Freak. It's
Yeah.
coming out on Switch.
It's a sandwich maker in a small town.
Little Town Gyro.
It is their new. It is their new RPG. Killer Queen Black is coming to the Switch, or technically it's out right
What's that
now.
about?
What? What's it about?
Is it about a
Yeah,
queen
go ahead.
who kills people?
It's like
something?
let's say it's like Gauntlet. No, that's not what I meant to say. Let's say it's like
Too late.
Joust. That's what I meant to
okay.
say. But it's been very popular. Like it's been hugely popular in the arcades and has been touring in arcades for a long time now. It's
What's
in
an
the
arcade?
arcades.
Touring.
What's an arcade? It's 5-on-5 multiplayer. There's like esports tournaments for it and stuff like that. And now this is the home version, which has some tweaks made to it, but it is at its core the same experience that is now available on Switch.
So is it big in like Japan?
No, here.
Oh, okay. We
Here.
still have arcades here?
Well, we have like what we have. We have like barcades and stuff like that.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Those barcades are so hot right now. Also available this week is A Knight's Quest, Baldur's Gate and Baldur's Gate 2 Enhanced Editions, Bibby and Tina at the Horse Farm,
Oh yes.
Bibby and Jibby.
Billy Bomber, what? Contraptions,
BB, not Bibby. BB. BIBI. BB.
Why is it definitely
Like
BB?
baby. BB.
Bye bye.
We don't
Bye
die,
bye.
we
Yeah, it could be bye
multiply.
bye. Why is it
Because
a
I don't
bye-bye?
know if anybody's name is Bibby.
Whose name is BB?
I don't know. It just sounds.
I think that's if your name is Beatrice, don't people like usually give you the nickname
No one
BB?
talks to you.
Oh, okay.
They call you B or they don't talk to you. That's it.
All right.
Or they call you Triss.
And how many Trisses do you know?
Lots of Triss McNeil.
Wait, was her real name Beatrice?
I think Beatrice is
No, wait,
a
it was
lovely
Tress
name.
McNeil.
No, it's Triss
I'm
McNeil.
making all this up.
Crazy mini golf arcade. Damon X Machina. Wait. What? How am I supposed to say that for you?
Well, I apologize to all the
Damon
Bibbies
X-
in the world because I thought I was calling you BB.
Damon X Machina. That's what I'm supposed to say for you.
Is that me?
Yeah. Doraemon.
Daemon.
Story of
Isn't
Seasons.
it Daemon? It's like Pocket Monsters. Pokemon, but Daemon.
Doraemon is the earless time traveling cat. God, how do you not know that?
Holy cow. It's just one letter difference there. No, it's more than one.
I was gonna say there's definitely more than one.
It's close. Damon Ex Machina and Doraemon Story of Seasona.
Duped is available. Eliza, Eternal Card Game, Family Tree,
There's a long
Fatal
list.
Fracture, Little Briar Rose,
Oh, that's lovely.
Mabel in the Wood, Midnight Evil, Mistover, Monochrome Order, Old School RPG Bundle, Planescape, Torment. Yeah, Planescape, Torment, and Icewind. Let me try this again. Planescape, Torment, as well as Icewind Dale Enhanced Editions.
Oh, those are all like D&D games,
Yeah,
right?
you got it. Pocket Stables, Queen's Quest 4, Sacred Truce, River City Melee Mock, Secret Files Sam Peters, Silk, Spirit Hunter NG, Superbox Land D-Make, The Bradwell Conspiracy,
Super Box Land to make.
The Eyes of Ara, The Ninja State.
Whoa. And the
Is
Ninja
everything
Saviors, Return of the Warriors.
Are you
Great.
okay?
Val Faris
Do you
and
need my
Zombieland Double
No.
Tap Road Trip.
Thank you, Nikki Hill. Also available on 3DS is Fatal Fracture,
Maze Breaker.
Maze Breaker. Steel Diver says, that's probably really loud.
Sorry, everyone.
Steel Diver says Witcher 3 is the best game this generation. If you haven't played it and still aren't getting it,
Wait, who said that?
there is something wrong with you. Steel Diver said it.
Steel Diver. Did Steel Diver
Number
get it
one
when
Steel
it was
Diver
leaked
fan.
early?
What?
When they leaked, then when they like was released it before the street date?
What are you asking me right now?
Didn't some places release
Yes.
Witcher 3
Yes.
before the street date?
Yes.
Did Steel Diver acquire their copy at that point and get to play it before early enough to be able to say that it's the best game?
How would I know that?
I'm asking Steel Diver.
So you asked Steel Diver by saying, did Steel Diver? Hey, Steel Diver, did Steel Diver get this early?
You know what?
He'll answer you next week.
Nikki Hill, you have like a really long hair dangling from your chin.
That's his good luck
Okay,
hair.
I think you got it. Sorry,
Well,
it was really distracting.
Good luck's over. We also have Europe and their downloads, which is absolutely unbelievably ridiculous. Poor Nintendo has to go through so much to do this list, and every week I tell him, don't do all these extra details. Just put the name of the
But
game.
then he goes and does them anyway.
But then he goes and does them anyway.
Dozy dizzy.
Available in Europe
Manzy
is
dotes and dozy dotes.
Minefield. Every time I hear the name or the word minefield, I think of that Prodigy song. I walk through minefields.
I mean, you know Prodigy better than I do.
It's from Fat of the Land, like
Okay.
their
Also,
most
it
famous
was in the
album.
soundtrack to
It's the one with the crab on it.
The
right?
Matrix.
You got it. Breathe with me. What'd you say?
It was on the soundtrack to The Matrix, the original.
Oh,
Matrix.
yes,
Oh,
you're
okay.
right.
That's
wow.
why I know it.
Matrix, huh? That's coming back.
Are they
Oh,
rebooting
Of
it?
course.
I don't know if it's a reboot.
Did you see?
doing a new
did you
one.
see Between Two Ferns, the movie?
Did I see the movie? No, I saw the trailer for the movie.
I
Is
saw
it
the
out?
trailer as
Yeah.
well.
It's on
The movie's
Netflix.
out now on Netflix?
Yeah.
Wow.
You know what else is out? And on demand,
What?
apparently. Mr. America, the documentary of Tim
Oh,
Heidecker.
yeah. Who was I talking to about that? Oh, Do was asking if I had seen it. Yeah, I watched the trailer. It looks amazing. It's going to be like 90 minutes of complete awkward, but I'm very ready for it.
Well, is it an actual documentary or is it like a mockumentary?
It's like the Tim and Eric style thing. So, like, as far as I'm concerned, obviously some parts of it are staged, but other parts involve people who don't really know what's going on until after filming's
gotcha.
over.
Like a Sacha Baron Cohen type thing. Okay.
Yeah.
Like a Tim and Eric thing.
Like
Or,
Tim and
yes, I'm
Eric
sorry,
thing.
like a Tim and Eric thing.
But yeah, it's like him
Like a Dr.
running
Steve
for
Brule
what?
thing.
What's he running for? Some
Is it governor or mayor?
mayor or something? Yeah. Tim
Oh,
goes
no,
to
district
the
attorney.
Tim goes to the mayor. That's what they should have called it.
DA. He's running for the district attorney.
mayor. The trailer is great, but yes, it's very awkward Tim and Eric style.
Oh, sure.
So.
Sure.
Anyway,
That's to be expected.
Asphalt 9 is available, as is Burger Time Party, Worse Than Death, A Winter's Daydream, Call of Cthulhu, Reventure, Battlestar Galactica Deadlock, Trine 4, The Nightmare Prince. Remember when we played Trine together?
For the Nightmare Prince.
Oh, yeah, you guys played the first Trine, right?
Yes.
What about Call of Cthulhu? What is that? It's
You answer my
not
question,
great,
I'll answer
not
yours.
great results, right? Reviews. Trine. I don't remember it much at all, actually, but
There
I
were
do
three
remember
characters. A brute guy, a bow and arrow guy, and an old wizard. No, a bow and arrow lady and an
I
old
don't
wizard.
remember it much.
And it was like puzzle platforming.
Hmm.
The wizard guy can make blocks and like really.
I really don't remember.
I played some of the second one.
I can tell you.
Yeah, that's right. Robot face. Carl Cthulhu. Hi, Blood Ocean.
Hey, I'm Carl Cthulhu.
By the way, Carl Winslow plays
I'm in.
plays a cop
I'm intrigued.
in Family Matters.
Right? And
He doesn't actually
Die
play the
Hard.
cop. He is a cop in Family Matters, right?
He's an actor in Family Matters playing the part of a cop.
He's a police officer, a cop in Die Hard,
Mhm.
and he's a police officer in Ghostbusters. Really short,
I thought one
He's
of
got, like,
those
one
was done
line.
like on purpose.
Oh, okay. It's been a while since I watched
probably.
the first
I mean,
Ghostbusters.
I don't know which came first.
Yeah, whatever one came first. I thought the next one did it on purpose. And
I
then
mean, Family Matters
Family
probably
Matters,
came
I don't
out
know.
after
both of them.
both
right?
of them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's
I don't
true.
know if that was done on purpose too, but
But yeah, because I just got to see Ghostbusters in the theater last Sunday, and was watching, and I was like, oh, I don't remember all this about this movie, and then whoa, there he is.
yeah, I haven't seen it in a long time. Aldred, Knight of Honor, Ukulele and the Impossible Lair, Eternal Card Game,
Eternal card
Stellatum,
game, also known as Uno.
Midnight Evil, Family Tree, Duped, Mabel and the Wood, River City Melee Mock.
What's this duped about?
I'm way past it. Queen's Quest 4, Sacred Truce,
Whoa.
Corpse Party, Blood Drive, Pocket Stables, Mistover, Valfaris, BDSM, Big Drunk Satanic Massacre,
Oh, okay. I
What?
thought it was the other
Wow.
BDSM.
Eliza, BB and Tina. Is that what you wanted?
Another
Bibby.
BB?
Bibby works.
Or is this the
How
same
about-
baby?
Bye bye.
Bib
Like bye bye.
Bibby.
Baby.
Bibi.
The B's are actually silent.
Oh. Secret
It's a-
Files
it's a
Sam
dolphin.
Secret Files Sam Peters. The Bradwell Conspiracy. Old School RPG Bundle. That's 2 games in 1. Spirit Hunter NG. Arcade Archives. The Legend of Kage. Monochrome Order. Nope. Contraptions. A Knight's Quest. DC Universe Online's got its Gotham City starter pack. Lil Briar Rose. Killer Queen Black. The Alliance Alive HD Remastered. Doraemon Story of Seasons. Eterno Blade 2. Silk. Good Lord Almighty. Super Boxland Demake. Puzzle Book. And then demos. We're done. Holy bajolies.
So
That's a
can
lot.
I just read this to you real fast?
No, I just did it.
I think this is interesting. The description for
I thought that's what
Duped.
you were reading me. What was that noise?
How about that dog?
Dog is amazing. I don't know how to describe this on
He's
the
driving.
podcast. There's my cousins and I have been sending TikToks back and forth to each other of dogs making horrible retching noises, and it's so funny. So funny. It's a full body retch.
I'm gonna find it.
So
Well, I got one.
let me describe this Duped real quick. Let me read the description. Duped explores themes of loneliness,
duped.
isolation, and identity through a 2D action puzzle platformer. Control a square on its journey to escape the cave it has found itself in. Create clones, control them, flip switches, build bodies out of your friends, get kicked around like a rag doll. All of this awaits you in Duped. That sounds interesting.
How amazing is that?
That's
That's a
horrifying.
dog.
Wait,
Oh man.
you gotta see it too. It's so good.
How is that a dog?
I'll see it later. Oh, poor fella.
It looks like a
For those listening, the dog is confirmed to be just fine. The owner has said the dog is fine. He was just yakking on
Yeah.
yakking on a bone.
He's
He's
fine.
on a bone.
He's fine. He's in a much better place now.
Need that on the soundboard. That'd be great for the soundboard. Oh, Donut Muffin says, "Who needs to buy the new ukulele game when you can play the Impossible Lair level and Super Mario Maker 2?" That is true. Eileen Tom says his dog is now horrified. Yeah, the Playtonic made a level in Super Mario Maker 2 to help promote the launch of Ukulele and the Impossible Lair. So yes, you could play that and not buy ukulele. I mean, obviously that's not what you should do, but you
Hey, that's me.
man, Autumnal Blake is nailing it with these pictures in the chat. Arc System Works seems to have 3, count them, 3 unannounced games coming to the Switch. We know this because of a Taiwanese ratings board, which has been leaking games like crazy lately.
I got confused until I saw the graphic. So I opened this. I was like, Arc System Works. It seems to have 3. And I was like, what? This doesn't make sense. Because the name of the company is Arc System Works.
Yes.
Yeah, System Works is.
I was
one
thinking it was
word,
talking
right?
about the Arc System. I was like, well, I don't know what that is, but that sounds
guys,
terrifying.
we did it. The Arc System Works.
Yeah. It seems to have.
Oh
3
my
of them
God,
on Switch titles in the works.
Malomal has a great idea. He says, "Scare trick or treaters with that noise." If we got trick or treaters around here, we would definitely do that. All right, so these unrevealed games have unrevealed titles. They're only listed as unrevealed title A, unrevealed title B, and unrevealed title T. But all 3 of them are listed for release on Switch. One of them is a sports title, and the other 2 are action games.
You think T is the sports title?
For
It's off
team-
on its own.
for team.
It's just off on its own.
T for T-ball. I don't
So
know.
obviously, Arc System Works. Has there ever been a T-ball game? There must have been.
Maybe.
One of those like backyard sports games or something.
Oh,
Little
yeah,
kid
yeah.
sports. Hi, Andre Lopez 97. Thanks for joining. Goodbye, Mime Without a Cause. It was good seeing you. You got to go. He's Mime Without a Cause says he has to go be an adult now.
Good luck.
Gotcha.
Yeah, being an adult, man, it sucks.
A
So, yeah,
busy
we don't-
adult with many important things to do.
we don't know what these games are yet. Arc System Works is not talking about it. Obviously, they're not happy that these have come out, but at least there were no names tied to them. So it's almost like they thought something like this might happen. Autumnal Blake says, not the Australian board this time. Seems we need to pick up our game. Yeah, Australia did corner the market on putting out early information on unannounced games, but it seems like Taiwan is getting in on it now. Because like the last month or so, there's been at least 6 games leaked by them. But all of the first 3 had their names. These do not have names. And then finally, a nice surprise at the end of the week, something we weren't expecting to hear about so soon. We know that Dr. Kawashima's brain training, or as we know it here in the States, Brain Age, was coming to the Switch in Japan, and it was due out early January 2020 in Japan. But now Europe has confirmed that they are getting it in January as well. They've confirmed that Dr. Kawashima's brain training for Switch, that's the European name, is coming out on Switch January 3rd, 2020. It's the same game. They're doing the stylus and everything. So that leaves just North America as the only region that hasn't had it announced yet. I'm sure we're going to get the game without a doubt.
Where do you put the stylus, though?
In your pocket?
Up your button to
Up
the
your
left.
Wherever you want. I'm sure somebody will make like some accessory for the Switch that's like a stylus caddy or
I
something.
could knit you a stylus fanny pack.
Oh. So yeah, that's great news that it's going to Europe and they are getting the stylus. Now, hopefully what happens with this game isn't the same thing that happened with the last Brain Age game in Europe, because the last Brain Age game that came out on 3DS came out here like not too long after it launched in Japan, and then Europe had to wait like over 5 years to get it. So hopefully that's not going to be the case with this one for Europe, and then we have to wait 5 years. I don't know why that happened, but it is what it is.
And
but
by that time, brain development was down so far that it didn't even help.
That's right. They just gave up. So also, thing to remember, if you're getting nervous that Nintendo isn't going to launch it here in North America, which I'm sure they are, you can always import. You can get the digital version through the eShop, and you just won't have the stylus. You don't have to worry about it. You will be able to get the game no matter what.
Was there a Brain Age game on the Wii?
Was there a Brain Age game on the Wii? There was Big Brain Academy.
Big Brain!
Look at that big brain on bread.
Big Brain!
Yeah, Big Brain Academy. There was not a Brain Age. There's Big Brain
It
Academy.
was still Dr. Kawashima, right?
I don't know that he was tied to it.
Probably. Where is it?
It's right here behind me somewhere. Find it. Autumnal Blake says, I was starting to worry we wouldn't get a localization anytime soon. It's not too far out from the Japanese release, which is great. I'm massively hyped for failing basic math again. Yeah, multiplication tables have stuck with me. Well, addition is fine, but multiplication table has stuck with me. I remember all that stuff. But
yeah, because of Schoolhouse
all
Rock.
division, I
This
remember.
weird little light bulb guy. I don't know what that is. He's a
So
ghost.
basic math I'm good with, but outside of that, forget it.
He's a ghost.
There you go. Big Brain.
There
Check
you-
out the Big Brain on Academy.
There you ghost. Big Brain Academy, Wii degree. Big Brain, tiny degree.
Oh, is that really the subtitle?
WII.
I didn't know it was called. Yeah, I know that. I didn't know it had a subtitle.
It's alphabetized though.
No, it's not. No, it's not. Oh, I mean, yes, it is.
Alphabetized.
My own alphabet, though.
Here's the thing.
A, B,
I
C,
thought
D,
of.
Q, R,
I'll tell you later.
C.
2C.
There's 2 C's.
Yeah. I had so many other letters to pick from, and I went back to sleep. What time are we at there, boss? You, yeah.
4:12. 52 minutes.
Oh,
and
well,
almost 30
it worked
seconds.
out. It worked out.
Yeah,
That's
30
good.
seconds.
Let's start with
Wait, there was
what
another
were you
story.
playing? Was there? No.
Rami, what'd you play?
No, I think I got a lot. Oh, there is another story. Look at that.
Wow.
Thank God this guy's here. The showrunner. Yes, today there was a story of CD Projekt Red, who is working on Cyberpunk 2077. Bye, Robot Face. Have fun being an adult. They're working on Cyberpunk 2077, which is not announced for Switch, but could it come to Switch? GameSpot talked to a developer at Cyberpunk to get their thoughts on this. And the developer said, "Who would have thought a game like Witcher 3 would be possible on Switch? So who knows? I guess we'll see. If we decide to put it on the Switch, I guess we'll see if we decide to put it on the Switch, if we can do it. Probably not, though." So he says probably not, doesn't shoot it down all the way, but again, starts off by saying, who would have thought Witcher 3 would be possible on Switch? And who was it? Jesus, I don't remember. Saber Interactive made it happen. And it's coming out in a couple days. So yes, possible, doable, potential there, but they're saying probably not because, you know, they're still working on this version. There's some time to go before it comes out. And then I would imagine they're not going to work on a Switch port like that. It would take a couple years at least. So yeah, it just seems like the timing would be off on it, but you never know. Not shut down completely. Reynard says The Witcher 3 was an impressive
Great
feat
name.
of coding on Switch, but this would require an actual miracle.
Actual.
I don't. Yeah. Plenty of people thought Witcher 3 was impossible, and it happened. I'm sure.
But you have to keep in mind that like Witcher 3 was released like years before the Switch even came out,
Yes,
right?
Cyberpunk is a completely different situation. Yes.
Oh yeah, I'm sure that they're like, you know, it's gonna be like pushing current
without a
graphical
doubt
standards.
Yeah, we're talking about like a very late in the generation game on PS4 and Xbox One. And those systems, I'm sure, are causing them some trouble in development. So to see it come over to Switch would be something else. But yeah, like we're like next year, the PS5 is coming out. That's what and I guess Xbox, whatever, it's going to be Scarlet. So that's
Jonathan.
That's the point where
Charlotte. Darn it.
that's the point we're at. Some character was announced for, I don't even remember, but her name was One Piece game, and her name was Charlotte. And every time I thought of Jonathan in my head. So there you go. That's all your top stories for today. Now, Nikki Hill, what have you been playing? Have you been playing Ori and the Blind Forest?
Well, there goes that secret. I guess you've been looking at
I saw you
stuff.
playing last night when I was on.
I saw you.
I wasn't going to say anything until I beat it.
Did you beat it?
I beat Okami.
Hey!
Nice.
That game is an emotional game. Super emotional.
You want to talk about it?
Nah.
Okay.
No, well, you know what I found? Because I wanted to find Okami art, and I'll just try to find this real fast to show you. I'm not going to show the whole world, but I'll show you.
Oh, thanks.
There's this website called Cook and Becker. This is not a sponsored mention. I came across it, and they've got some art, and a lot of this stuff is already sold out, unfortunately. But one thing that's not sold out that really is super emotional, and it's kind of one that I don't want to own because it's like super emotional, but I think it's incredibly beautiful, is this piece of art.
Ah, yes. That is really cool.
Yeah, well,
Hi, Nico Darunia.
it's,
Thanks for saying hi.
the point in the story is really powerful and everything, and for that reason I would like it, but for the reason of what it is,
You're saying you don't want to walk into your house every day and see it
see
and cry.
that, but it is beautiful. But even then, knowing the story behind it is beautiful. But I don't know, just putting that up for other people to walk into my house and see. Then again, nobody comes to my house, so there's that.
How long did it take you to finish that game, you think?
40 something hours.
Oh, that's not bad.
No, not at all.
No, I definitely got to a point. Like, there's still a lot more for me to do if I wanted, but I got to a point. So I got to a point where I stopped the first time around, and I was like, wow, I totally understand why I stopped playing. Because, like, you're playing and playing and playing, and you're like, wow, I'm over 20 hours in, and there's no end in sight, and I just kind of want to stop for a while. Because I don't know, it's kind of repetitive, but it's not.
Mallow says, I loved it when it came out, but it did feel like it came to an end like 3 times.
Yeah.
And he said, I'm just lazy.
Which is good that they did that, because if they decided to do separate installments or whatever, or like a couple of sequels or something, then I guess they never would have made those sequels, because it didn't sell when it first came out, but it had like it's got a huge cult following now. So I'm glad they did it the way they did it, and it's a really great story, and it looks great, and I'm just glad to be able to use the Switch with the touchscreen in a way that makes sense and the way that really works really well. Despite the fact that the first time I tried to play it, I couldn't get anything to work, even though all you have to do is touch the touchscreen and it works.
Roth says,
There's a weird delay, though.
Okami Den, though, they did make a sequel,
I
kind of.
know, and I have it, and I'm not going to break it out for a while because I really need some time after this. But I'm about halfway through Ori now. Ori.
Halfway, really?
And guess
Oh,
what?
wow.
It wasn't a permanent break, but I did break the game.
Did you really?
Yeah. I got to a section and I went to there's one on platform, and the platforms aren't supposed to go up and down. And this one, it wasn't really a platform, it's like a hanging piece of wood. And then above it there's another one, and there's bad guys crawling around. It's actually not wood, actually, it was a block. Regardless.
Thank you for correcting that.
Just a big square of dirt hanging, and another square of dirt above it, and like these spiked critters walking around it. And the vine that they were hanging on just kept lowering and lowering and lowering. But then when I got to the next section, like that, because it was all connected, when I got higher up, the stuff that I was supposed to jump on was actually below me now in like a no man's land, and it was like the whole vine was like spazzing out and wiggling. So I made the game do something it's not supposed to do. I felt pretty good about that.
You got a knack for that.
And
Yeah,
I'm
that's-
really
that
glad
game
it
just
didn't
doesn't like
save
you.
that way, because if it
Yeah.
saved that way, I would have been screwed once again.
Well, I'm glad to hear you picked the game up again.
Yes.
Yeah.
I
That's,
saw that, and I was very happy to see that little notification.
I'm super glad I connected back to the internet so you could see that. Great. Really ruins all my surprises.
Why did you want a surprise? Like you can talk about it now.
I didn't want to talk about it until I finished it. Also, Okami, I just saw Mr. Brian Rollins said he waited for like 7 years. I'm assuming to say that. Oh no, it's a different game. Iconoclasts. Congratulations on finishing it. He said he waited for like 7 years. Okami came out originally in 2006 or something like that.
Something like that, yeah.
So it took me a long time to get 40 hours into the game.
Hey, but you did it. That's all that matters.
Yeah,
You
no,
did it.
I'm not.
Yeah, I mean,
complaining.
I never finished it.
Just the fact I'm glad it came out in a way for me to continue, like go back and replay it again.
Mhm.
It's very good. I like that.
So is that it?
That was it.
Kirby, what have you been playing?
I didn't really play anything this past week, but there is something I forgot to mention on last week's show. So at the house that I stayed at in North Carolina, which was like a huge house, by the way. It was like 4 stories. There was actually an elevator in it. And but anyway, on the first
We don't
floor,
have time for 4 stories. Can you just tell us one of them?
Oh,
That's pretty good. On the first floor of the house, there was like a game room. There was like a pool table and a foosball table, and there was also like a retro arcade machine. I think it was
Ooh.
called like a iCade or something.
Yes.
And it's like it's like a table, and the screen is like built into the table, so it's like flat.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it was one of those
It
deals.
was like an old Pac-Man.
Yeah,
Or like
kind
a
of.
Pac-Man where you compete with somebody, right? Wasn't that the game?
Yeah, there were 2 sides, and like
Yeah.
there was the option to have 2 players. And there was like a big collection of games. I want to say there was like maybe like 50 or 60 different games, but there was like 9. I counted 9 different versions of Pac-Man, and that includes like Miss Pac-Man and Pac-Man Jr.
Yeah.
I think I played like one game of the original Pac-Man, but I also played Arkanoid.
Ah, yes.
And
One of
I-
my favorites.
Yeah, and I tried out a game called Xevious, I think.
Yeah.
with an X.
Yep.
And wow, was that disorienting? Like trying to, because it's like it's an isometric view, and you have to like move your vehicle like up and down at these like to these like different altitudes using like this like analog stick, and it was like I couldn't get the hang of it. Also, the control stick was pretty stiff, which made things a little tricky.
I thought you were going to say sticky.
No, it was. I don't know. Looks like they kept it pretty clean. Yeah, it wasn't like a regular like arcade.
Yeah, I was
machine.
going to say it wasn't gross like your traditional arcade. Yeah, I haven't played Xevious in a really long time, but
I had never played it before, but
it's an interesting one.
yeah, kind of ambitious for the time, but yeah, I can't see myself getting used to playing it.
Yeah, it was one of those like in the arcade, like you'd see it and be like, "Wow, look at that game," and then you play it and you're like, "Eh."
I'm just gonna go play Pac-Man again.
Is that it?
Yeah, that was basically it.
Mom Brain,
Yes.
what have you been playing?
I actually started playing Link's Awakening this week.
Hey!
That's right. I watched you play that.
I've been enjoying it.
Big old nap. Woke up from that big old nap.
Oh, I thought you meant that the game is a big old nap. I was
No,
gonna disagree with you.
a snooze fest.
Oh.
Actually, I didn't get. I
The
didn't
game is not fun.
I don't know if you're being like,
I never found the owl. It's like the first thing you need to do. So,
like it's
The
not
owl
even.
finds you, doesn't it?
well,
I mean, the owl
Not
finds
finding
you
it.
on the beach, and then it's like go somewhere else to find.
wait, is
them.
it Al Newman?
Al Newman? Yeah.
How was it?
Anyway,
I really like it. I've been moving through with very little difficulty. Had a couple of hot dog pawls. I mean, I died a couple times. That's me. That's how I play. But
Mhm.
like,
Wait,
know.
what? Hot dog paws
I don't remember what they're really called. We call them hot dog paw. They're the like
in the game.
circle guys that like spin around and
they look like kind of like millipedes or centipedes. They've got like 3 circles for their body.
They
Oh.
eat
And
up
they're real
your.
fast.
Yeah, I know the ones you mean. I forget
And
what
they
they're called
move, and
too.
you hit them, and they go faster. And
I don't.
Nikki Hill. Let me explain this. They don't look like hot dogs at all.
No,
they have
they're not
nothing to
the
do with
thing.
hot
They're
dogs.
not the thing that looks like. That they're not
it
the
looks
thing.
like a fleshlight.
No, the thing that like eats your
No,
No.
like
steals your.
No, they're like a ball and a smaller ball and a smaller ball and a smaller ball, and they squiggle all around. And you have to hit the tail.
Have I played these? don't
I
know.
mean, they've been in multiple Zelda games.
yeah,
Yeah, there was
know
one of
them.
them was a boss in Link to the Past.
Link to the Past. I believe there's a few of them in
Played it.
Skyward Sword.
Okay,
So we call them hot dog paw.
yeah.
Moldorm. That's it. Thank you, Autumnal Blake.
Oh, now
Moldorm
it makes
is
sense,
the
right,
boss.
Nikki Hill? Now I know.
Nah.
So I've been really enjoying myself. The music is fantastic. It's a very fun to look at game. I've been having fun playing the game. Something about it, I guess, because as of this very moment, it's not like, all right, like Ganon's here and it's the end of days.
I just wonder what Ganon's up to.
Something about it allows me to like relax a little and enjoy myself and not feel so like stressed to save Hyrule. So
There ain't no Hyrule, baby.
right.
Yeah,
So
that's why.
You're in Koholint.
with the windfish, which is neither wind nor fish, apparently.
I don't know.
So
You'll have to find that out.
I've really been enjoying it. I haven't played it handheld. I've played it docked the whole time. I probably would play more often if I played handheld, but I don't know. I feel like a game that good looking should be played docked.
This thing looks like a sesame seed bun with lettuce sticking out the sides.
There he is.
That's hot
him.
dog Paul.
Hot dog.
How many dungeons are you in? Did you beat the second dungeon? You fought the
It
clown,
really is sesame
You fought
seeds.
hot dog
Sesame
Paul.
seed bun.
and then that's it, right?
Yeah, I went into the like dream.
Oh, you went to sleep in town. Yes, with the little guys. Yes.
Heyo, get a room, you two.
Yeah, I forgot about that. You're there. Oh, because I was like, because you were doing it for a long time, and I was
I
like,
can
maybe.
do it. No, I can do it. I've got what I need. I figured it out. It just was like I had to go somewhere or do something, or I've been playing.
What do
for a
you have
while.
that you need?
It doesn't require. so far I've been able to get where I need to go. It's just been a lack of skill, not supply.
Yeah, I'm telling you, you don't have something that makes that no problem.
Okay, fine.
Well, rather than like struggling for 2 hours with it, you could get what you're supposed to get and then do it, which makes it a lot easier. Mallow Mal says, I just feel like a kid again when I play it. It feels new, even though I know it backwards and forwards. I still keep forgetting things. Yeah, there were things I certainly forgot. The overall like adventure and story beats I remembered, but there's stuff that it hit me sentimentally when I played it as a kid because the story is so different from other Zelda games, but it hit me like that even more so today. It just has like some really sweet, endearing. There's another word I'm trying to think of, not just sweet and endearing. It's like
Nostalgic.
no, it's
Sentimental?
like
Charming.
no, it's like it feels good and bad at
Feels
the
good,
same
man.
time.
bittersweet.
Bittersweet. That's it. Why couldn't I think of that? Yeah, there's some things that characters say that really make you think. And blah, blah. I don't want to get into the details and spoil it for
Like
everybody.
what is pod?
No, like that walrus lady who's catfishing Dr. Wright or whoever he is, Mr. Wright, Dr. Left. I don't remember his name. That some walrus lady is sending another guy like love letters through the mail.
Sure she
and she's
is.
like, I've included a picture of myself, and she sends a picture of Princess Peach, and he's like, oh boy, isn't she beautiful? And Link's like, because you hand delivered a letter, you know that it's not her.
What?
Yeah.
I can't believe Link would be a party to this.
Well, he
Is
can't
this
talk.
wait? Is this is
The
this
guy's like, is this her? And he's like, he's just, listen, he knew the guy wanted the letter. She had the letter and asked to deliver it. And Link was like, yeah, cool. He didn't know what was in the letter. Like, he didn't know. When Link takes the letter, he doesn't know that this lady's catfishing this guy.
Okay.
But the guy's like, hey, I got a letter. Let's read it together. And he's like, look at my girlfriend. She's beautiful. Link's like,
does he actually respond as if he just got hit by an enemy?
No. Well, I was saying, like, yeah, if the guy was like, doesn't she look beautiful? Link should have responded like, yeah, because he's not allowed to talk. So, I think it's maybe it's not a walrus. I don't remember what
was
she is.
that in the original?
Seal. Yeah.
Wow, so that's been around.
Hippo?
That
Maybe she's a
concept,
hippo. That sounds right.
that concept has been
Yeah,
around. huh?
catfishing through pen and paper. Yeah, that's what it was.
She
Think
drew,
about that.
did she draw the
Pen
photo?
pal. I was
of
catfished
Peach?
by a pen pal.
No, it looks like a like if Princess Peach was like handing out like headshots. That's what it's like.
okay.
Boom.
Glamour shots?
Glamour shots. Yeah, Princess Peach got glamour shots done. Yeah.
I had glamour shots done once.
With your mom?
Yep.
I've seen him.
They're beautiful. Thank you.
And now when she gets her hair cut, she brings that photo and says, "This is
Just
the
wanna-
hair
actually,
cut I
my
want."
hair looked great in those pictures because it was like, when I was young and my hair was fantastic
A
and
pictograph. Yes, highly intoned.
was in great shape. I also played Sugar Blast. Not a whole lot, but enough. But I have an in-service day on Monday, so I
Sugar
plan to
blasting it
get
up.
some Sugar Blast in. And I think that's it.
Thanks, Mom Brain.
You're welcome.
What have you been playing,
Raw
Comanche?
meat.
Oh, thank you, Kirby. What have I been playing? Well, I'm playing things that I can't talk about.
All right, what's in the music?
So let's
What's
get
in the
moving.
music today? I am playing Super Monkey Ball Banana Blitz HD, which I can talk about. But which isn't really exciting because it's a remake of a game that already came out. I'm not excited for the game. I'm just saying, like, I don't know what to tell you. It's the
Not
same
excited
game.
to play as Gone and
I almost dropped an F bomb. I hate Gone. I was gonna say F that Gone. I
had
all the
no
way,
idea.
baby.
Gong Girl.
So yeah, I'm playing that, but I love Monkey Ball games. It feels great. It's just one that's already been out, so it's a remake of a Monkey Ball game. What we were doing last night with family was playing a lot of the mini games.
Chilled Monkey Balls.
And we were getting into Monkey Target, which is not as good as the original Monkey Target. But we were having fun. Good. We were
very
we
good.
were having fun with it. And then all the other mini games we thought weren't very good until there was one that's like you're in like a hovercraft, and you have to touch flags, and whoever touches the most flags, there's 8 flags. Whoever touches the most wins, but the hover cars are really hard to control. So that makes it a lot of fun. Plus your car bounces off of everything. So it's just like the whole time you're fighting to control this thing. And it was fun. I really liked that one. And then Monkey Ball is Monkey Ball. I'm going to have like a video feature coming up. Another one. I know I did the demo or a video of the demo. But yeah, I mean, if you like Monkey Ball, if you're in Monkey Ball for the single player content, then I think you'll like Banana Blitz if you've never played it before. There's really not too much to say about it. What else am I doing here? Nope. I played some Trine 4, and it felt so good because the Trine series for the third game tried something different, and it didn't really work out. Fans were like, why did you do that? We like the way Trine used to be. So now they took Trine back to the way it used to be.
So what did they change in the third one?
They made it like 3D. It wasn't a side scroller.
Oh, really? Okay,
Yeah,
I didn't even realize.
Did not work out too well. And this is back to side scroller. What I know Trine for is puzzle platforming, absolutely gorgeous graphics, side scroller. And that's what Trine 4 is. And it feels so good and it looks gorgeous. All the Trine games look gorgeous. This game looks really, really good. And the puzzle platforming is super satisfying. Again, I haven't played too much of it, but you have the wizard, you have the knight who is like, a big guy, big armor, can like do ground stomps to knock things in the air and fight with his sword, while the wizard can use his spell to like make things fly through the air, conjure up a block for you to stand on. So it's all puzzle platforming stuff. And then I'm sure the archer is going to be in there or whatever she is. And
Is that
she
the
shoots
wizard's
arrows.
like number one magic thing? Is just to make
Conjuring a
blocks?
block. Well, I mean, he can make he can make items levitate.
I mean, so
That's
can
pretty
I.
cool.
So
That's a pretty cool spell or ability.
Yeah, but if I had the ability to conjure a block, I'd be like, oh, I could just do much better if I could just conjure a big
So
case of gold coins. Money.
I mean, I'm sure you can make some money showing off your levitation skills.
Oh,
or your
and now I'm a party clown.
Block conjuring skills. It feels good, but those games are
Feels
a
good,
lot
man.
more fun when you play with another person. And I have fond memories of playing with Nicky Hill, but I guess he doesn't have fond memories back. so.
Imagine if there was like a party magician and all he could do is like make a block appear.
Did you kids want to see another block?
Or just, like, standing on
What's
the
it
tower.
gonna be?
I wanna
Meanwhile,
go
yeah,
home.
meanwhile, that's a disaster. Like, meanwhile, there's
Oh, I've blocked your exit, children.
there's like some little kid comes running up to him and like stomps on his foot while he's got this block levitating. Oh, and then the block falls out of the sky. Poor kids.
I
They never
blocked
saw
it out
coming.
of your memory, children. It's good. It's really fun. I know it's going to get overlooked. Thanks, Mallow Mal. I hope you have a great weekend.
How is it going to get overlooked? It's the 4th version of the game. That means there were 3 prior. They must have sold goodly.
Yeah, but the
They
problem
must
is
have sold well.
the third one didn't sell well
Game sold real
because they
good.
changed it up and fans got kind of annoyed. So I think some are going to disappear.
Ooh, well, then they should lose some sales
Well, I'm
because
telling
you
you
can't
from-
just go changing things that people like.
From what I've played, it is very
Like,
enjoyable.
what was it? The new Coke?
How dare you? So I played that. Let me see what else I played. I did more Mario and Sonic, which I've already talked about.
What are they doing now? What are those two up to? What are those two scamps up to
What are
now?
those two guys up to now? I am also playing Dragon Quest 11. I started Dragon Quest 11
When did that come out?
a couple weeks ago.
They were on like Dragon Quest 20 something.
No.
Dragon
I mean,
Quest
those Roman
5.
numerals are confusing, but this is Dragon Quest XI. That would be 11.
Oh.
As you know, I'm not a big RPG player, but I've wanted to play Dragon Quest, and I have had fun with previous Dragon Quest, so I'm playing Dragon Quest 11, and I really like it. It's a really nice looking game. The music is great. They did the original release of Dragon Quest 11 had MIDI music, but for this version, they've gone and done a full orchestra cover of almost all the songs. So, but yeah, I'm just, I know it's going to be like a bazillion hour game. Brian, I did not get that armor. it's going to be a bazillion hour game, and I'm going to play it very slowly. But I put like 5 hours into it now, and I'm having fun. You know, it's not anything like mind blowing as far as RPG mechanics go. It's a very traditional RPG, but I can handle it. It's good. It's fun. The story's interesting. I like the characters. I think the game is really nice looking. I love the locations that you get to explore. They're doing a really good job with making locations that feel like alive and interesting to walk around in. The town that I was in was really big and had a whole bunch of stuff to check out. And plus you get to like sneak around on rooftops and jump from house to house. And I like that kind of stuff. But yeah, it's good. It's good. It's just, you know, and I appreciate
What game is this?
Dragon Quest 11. My problem with traditional RPG. No, that is also available on Switch. My problem with traditional RPGs is when you can't see the enemy and you just walk around and all of a sudden it's like, and you go into a battle, because then I feel like I'm trying to get something done and I'm constantly interrupted and it annoys me. Or like I'll be like in a maze in a castle somewhere and like an enemy will attack and then I'll get out of the fight and I'll be like, what the hell was I doing? And I take 3 more steps and it's like, and you go back into another battle.
Yeah, it always seems to happen at like the worst time, like when you're out of Phoenix Downs or whatever.
So here, Dragon Quest 11 is not like that. You can see the enemies on the map and you can avoid them if you want. So that I do really appreciate, because sometimes you just, you know, you see a treasure chest in the distance and you're like, I want to go get that treasure. So you walk past a couple enemies and go get it, and then you fight bad guys.
But then like sometimes the treasure chest is a trap.
Yes. I've seen that in previous Dragon Quest games, not in this one so far. But
So is part of the reason that you are okay playing this, even though it's an RPG, is because it has the same initials as Dairy Queen?
I never personally made that connection, but I can't deny it. So, no, I've played Dragon Quest games and I liked all the ones that I played.
Remember that Dairy Queen hot dog you had and you loved?
Oh, I forgot about that.
Was it made of ice cream?
Yes.
No.
No, it was a regular hot dog stuffed with ice cream.
Yeah.
Try out Dairy Queen's new cream dogs.
That's your dinner and dessert. Dinner and dessert.
So yeah, I'm playing that and that's great. Really enjoying it. Just, you know, like I said, it's going to be slow. Hello, Video Game Guru 64. Thanks for joining us. And then I'm playing something else that I really want to talk to you about, but I'm under super strict embargo. I can talk about it this coming week, and I have tons of footage. I've recorded.
Must be something coming out this week.
No.
Next week.
Nope. I have
3 weeks.
Yes. I have tons of footage for it. I'm not allowed to share all of it, but I've recorded every single second of my playthrough so far.
Oh, what is it?
I can't say.
I almost got him.
I can tell you afterwards.
I know what it is.
She does know.
Is it the new Madden? It's probably the new Madden.
Yeah, the new Madden.
Dang,
New Madden's under very strict embargo.
And raw meat is really
not allowed to talk about it. Yeah, so I'm very excited to talk to you about that. That's that.
Can I go back to one thing about Okami?
You sure can.
I was just a little upset with the camera in it. I feel like it got like weird control on the camera that you really couldn't control, and then it took me longer to get through some sections of that game, just simply because I couldn't see where I was going.
Yeah, I mean,
it's a little frustrating.
It's been so long since I played it that I don't remember.
I mean,
camera stuff, but
it's been out for a really long time, right? But
I think I put it behind you. Yeah,
you didn't have to show me that.
There are games. There are games where I played them, you know, when they originally came out years and years and years ago, but I'm in the chat right now.
You saw it then?
No, that was before. And I don't remember the camera being an issue, but I'll play it now and I'll be like, man, how did I deal with this camera? So it happens.
Yeah, the same thing happened to me when I played the HD remake of Beyond Good and Evil. I was like, wow, this camera's kind of...
Yeah, and I don't know.
That game was perfect on the Wii.
I don't know.
Then they took away...
It wasn't on the Wii.
Yeah, it was on the GameCube.
Which one? I'm talking about Resident Evil 4. Sorry.
Oh, well, that's a different game.
Beyond Good and Evil. Not Resident Evil 4.
Beyond Resident Evil.
Beyond
Oh, you
Resident-
said Beyond Good and Evil. Wow.
Yeah, Beyond Good and Resident
Wait.
Evil 4.
Did you hear that and think Resident Evil?
Yeah, he was
Oh,
Resident
I heard
the
Evil.
whole time. He heard Evil and went right to Resident Evil. I never played the HD remake of.
Yeah,
I
I'm
did.
surprised to hear that.
I don't know why I didn't.
I did. I don't think I let the camera affect me in that. That's what it was. The camera was bad.
It
There's
was-
definitely weird spots because you're sneaking around. So like,
I'm sure it was fine for like the era that it was originally released, but
Hey guys.
was that?
Propaganda. We have questions. Send your questions to GoNintendoQuestions@gmail.com.
Where?
see how you just redirected like
GoNintendoQuestions@gmail.com. They can be about Nintendo. They can be
They
about
saw
video
me.
games in
that?
general,
You
and
saw me.
and they can be about whatever the hell you want. Today's question comes from Willis.
What you
Willis
talking
says,
about,
"Ahoy
Willis?
hoy! Can you think of a single video game character that wouldn't benefit from being voiced by Danny DeVito in a movie adaptation? My personal favorite would be a live-action Lara Croft in which they
Oh, I
dub in
was gonna say
DeVito's
Lara Croft.
sweet, sweet tones. Have a good one. Thank you for your question.
The villager in Animal Crossing would be great.
In a
Yeah.
movie adaptation,
Well, he's asking for characters that would not benefit from.
can you think of
his
one
voice?
who wouldn't benefit? Yeah,
I guess maybe like any character that we're used to. We're used to them like not talking.
yeah, like
Snake.
Link.
Yeah, like I don't know.
I mean, seriously, to be honest, every character I think of would be really funny, but it would hurt the character too. Like,
yeah,
I wouldn't really want to see a movie where Danny DeVito honestly voiced Link. Like, yes, it would be funny, but
It would be
wouldn't-
funny,
it
but
wouldn't be good.
yeah.
It'd be
that's-
good for
that's
the
true.
wrong reasons. Samus, voiced by Danny. Like, let me get. Yeah, I need to make this clear. All of this is funny, but it would ruin the movie. I'm thinking of it as a serious movie where Danny DeVito is playing the role. Hello, Steel Diver. We were talking about you earlier. Steel Diver says, "I'm at work. Get me out of here." What was your question for Steel
Aw.
Diver earlier?
I don't remember.
Man,
It's about a game.
no, Steel Diver. It's not over. We're talking about you.
Still
Oh,
you
uh,
commented on a story. What was it?
He's stuck at work. I don't think he can listen.
Yeah, was it about The Witcher 3 or something?
Yeah,
Yes, it was.
Did you get The Witcher 3 when they broke the street date, or did you buy it after it was officially released?
Again, I don't think he can listen because he's at work, but he's in the chat.
Also,
desperately.
did you buy it digitally?
Anyway, yes. I mean, Danny DeVito would make every character funny, but it would also ruin every character unless he was doing like, I don't know.
Tingle.
But the question was,
I could take him as Tingle. Yeah.
would it improve or could benefit from? So really what you're saying is it would be funny, but no character would actually benefit from having his voice.
in a movie, like a real
I'm sure we could think of some
live action
like,
movie?
Snake.
video game characters.
Yeah, the guy from no, because that's Joe Pesci. I was gonna say the guy from Bayonetta.
Oh yeah.
He's supposed to be Joe Pesci.
Well, yeah, but he's not actually Joe Pesci.
Yeah,
It's-
no, I know, but they're riffing on
What
Joe
about
Pesci.
Bayonetta?
Danny DeVito as Bayonetta, yeah.
Donkey Kong.
Danny DeVito, seriously. Trying to think of characters that
Toad.
How about
Ooh.
how about Eggman?
Oh,
Yeah.
I could see that.
This Jim Carrey.
I know. We'll
mean,
see how he does.
Wario
Wario says Nico Darun. Yeah.
meow.
Oh,
Wario
yeah.
would not be bad. Wario would not be
No,
bad.
not at all.
What about Pushy Penguins?
What?
Well, he has played a penguin before.
Yeah, I think there's some roles in there, but yeah, by and large, not a good fit for most characters. Thank you for your question.
Well, he has a very specific, type of character.
Particular
that he
set of
excels
skills.
Yes.
I've got a question.
Yes, Nikki
Did
Hill.
you join the Patreon? Because
Sometimes-
if you didn't, then you can't ask the question.
Oh, she's tough.
Oh,
Go ahead.
regular question is over. No, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
We'll do podcast
I'll ask
member
afterwards.
questions after. We also have our Patreon question from Oystein. Oystein says, would you rather fight 10 Goomba-sized Marios or one Mario-sized Goomba?
One Mario-sized Goomba.
One Mario-sized Goomba, without a doubt.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with that.
Yeah, 10 Goomba-sized Mario. Mario has never been beaten. Like, Bowser loses to him all the time.
Before Mario
Goombas
gets
get
his-
beaten all the time. So yeah, I'm taking one Mario-sized Goomba.
Before Mario eats a mushroom, he's kind of a Goomba size, isn't he?
Yes,
and
I
he's
would
still
agree with
pretty
that.
lethal.
Yes.
Also, yeah, the thought of having like lots of small things attacking me
Yeah.
is like, that's always worse. To me.
More overwhelming.
Mom Brain, do you want to talk about that story you love? You're gonna kill me.
What story is that?
About lots of small things, all gathering on someone
All the small things.
I-
in a bathroom.
Bebop.
Oh my god, no.
What, spider eggs?
No. I don't
Hair?
want to talk about it. You can talk about it, but I'm not talking
I'm gonna
about
get
it.
parts wrong. Now, this didn't actually happen, or it did.
I believe it was a post on Reddit.
Now, was it a fetish or was it just a thing?
I don't remember what the context was. So, take it for what it's worth. It was posted on Reddit. And I read it on Reddit.
So, long story short, someone was apparently into filling their bathroom with stink bugs, right?
Oh god.
Oh,
And they wanted to like
no.
sit in the bathtub
They
while the
found
stink
it
bugs were like,
soothing to have a hot bubble bath in a bathroom full of stink bugs buzzing around. Like the sound of them like bzz, 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 buzzing around. And Robbie likes to remind me of it all the time, and it like freaks me out. I hear one, and I'm like, it's gonna get stuck in my hair.
No,
Like-
I don't believe that. That's internet.
How do we
Trash.
know? We don't.
one man's internet trash is another man's internet treasure. I mean, it's my treasure. I love it. Send your podcast music to gnpodcastmusic@gmail.com.
Where?
gnpodcastmusic@gmail.com. Man, we got to do the thingy. Like we don't do the sound anymore.
Which one?
Isn't there a podcast jingle or music section jingle?
I got music.
Yeah.
You want to hear?
Is that on
Yeah.
there?
Is that what I sound?
It's
like?
on there.
Oh, where is it? Oh, forget it.
Yeah, forget
Oh,
it.
okay.
It's in the file.
I got music. You want to hear it?
All right.
You
So
wanna
bear
hear it? Oh.
Is that what I sound like?
There we go.
Great job, guys.
Fading.
Woo.
Fall
Faded.
sweep.
Faded.
Oh no, all those
Did you say
bagels.
falling
Sweepies.
asleep?
Fall sweepy.
I feel a sweep.
Make sure make sure you start with your volume low there, Chief.
I did.
All right, Mom Brain.
All right. So this one comes from Mikey3319.
You're in the browser this week. Yeah, baby. Oh, it's ambient. Oh, I know this. What's this thing?
I think it's Switch.
Why do I know this? Okay, Bloodstained?
No.
It's not a Castlevania.
No.
Man, it really has that. It has that Castlevania feel to it. What game that just came
Blasphemous.
out? It's got. This has a beat. I don't think anything in Blasphemous has a beat. Resident Evil.
No.
It's not first party, is it?
No.
Is it a scary game?
It looks scary.
Hollow Knight. Shovel Knight.
No.
Symphony of the Night. Good guess. All right, we don't know.
It was Deadly Premonition.
Oh, yeah, re-released on Switch. Damn it.
Yeah.
I still haven't played it yet.
Somebody else has to keep score.
One right.
Okay, this one comes from Glitter Bubble 3.
Oh, Clock Tower.
You got it.
Wow, right off the bat.
Yeah, this is a scary game.
Alyssa, where are you?
Comanche.
Where are you?
That's the sequel, right?
Yes.
All right.
Just remember Do playing that game and being terrified and saying that all the time. Alyssa, where are you?
I just have to do a little switcheroony here. Bear with me.
Come on, Brain, you're doing a great job.
Oh.
Great job.
Thank you.
A good job.
Sorry, it's just taking me a moment. This song comes to us from Andy the Zombie.
Why does this sound
I
familiar?
mean, it could be. I don't know.
Mystical Ninja?
No,
Wario?
no.
What system?
That's not uncommon.
64.
Wait, is there a Mystical Ninja game on 64?
Yeah.
Do you remember what it was
This is
called?
I mean, it was Mischief Makers.
No,
Not first party.
it's first party.
Oh, okay. All right. We got something here.
Okay.
Mario Party.
No.
Pokemon.
Yes.
Okay. Hey, you Pikachu?
No.
Stadium.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Pokemon Stadium on the 64 is
Not
it.
today, Pokemon.
Okay, this next one comes from.
Mom Brain, you're doing a great job.
Thanks, you're jinxing it though, dude. This next one comes.
Fall asleep.
I don't even know what's.
What is wrong with you, dude?
This comes from. Reg Nilla.
Tennis, golf.
No,
Track and field.
no.
What'd you say?
Track and field.
Oh, okay.
Track and field. Dragon Quest.
No.
That's not true.
Blades of.
Dragon Warrior.
Yeah.
Now, Dragon Warrior was the name of Dragon Quest here in the States.
Well, I mean, what do you want me to do?
Give me the point.
So just give me a minute now because I have to like do something here to like get everything where it needs to go.
Talk to us, Mom Brain. Tell us about it.
Well, just it doesn't matter.
Okay.
Well, it doesn't matter.
I mean, nothing matters if you think about it.
Nothing really matters. Anyone can see.
Okay, so that one is taken care of. This next song comes from Blood Ocean 07. We got an ad. Sorry. Nothing I can do.
Oh.
Live.
I'll have to
Another ad.
give you my my login so you don't have that stuff.
Is this an ad?
No.
Turn it up. This is very familiar too.
It's not for them to hear. It's for you. Electronic orchestra.
This has what system?
Switch.
Yeah, it's very familiar. What is this? That like string of notes is doing something.
That's on the Batman or something.
It does sound like Batman, doesn't it?
Batman. It's Batman.
It's not Batman.
Oh,
Lego Batman?
No.
Good guess.
Injustice.
No.
Good guess. Something superhero related?
Oh, Lego Batman.
No.
Lego.
He just said that.
I just said that, Mickey.
I'm
Literally just
asleep.
said
I
that.
just woke up.
It's not from a Batman game,
Oh.
but this is a Batman song in a game. On the Switch.
Lego Batman.
Still no.
Like a Scribblenauts game or something.
What the hell game? Some
What the
pinball
hell,
game?
fried chicken?
A game on Switch that has a Batman song, but it is not a Batman game.
That is correct.
DC Batman. Lego DC.
DC Universe
Heroes.
Online. Telltale something. What? What has a Batman song? But what has Batman? All right, you
Wait,
can
is
stop
it
the
Mortal
song and set
Kombat
up your
11?
next thing. This is gonna drive me absolutely nuts. A Batman song on
Is it related
Switch.
to DC right now, other than just Batman?
Batman is in. It's just Batman.
Lego Batman. Lego movie. Lego Batman movie bats. What the
All right,
hell?
we don't know. Go
No,
ahead.
don't
Oh, okay.
do this. Don't
do it.
you give in. Somebody tell us.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like with a Batman song, it'd be really easy to get, but for some reason, we're stumped.
What else has Batman done with his life? Let's think about this.
All right, how about like a movie-based game?
No.
Lego Batman the movie.
All right, just go. What is it?
Fortnite.
Oh, okay.
I quit.
Yeah.
I don't know how many we've done so far. So, this one
I don't know how
comes
many we've gotten right. so
from Jet Jaguar.
Focus all attacks.
Focus on the text. Lego Batman.
Okay, I know. Is this Metroid?
It is.
But hold on, I don't know what
Metroid
one.
Prime
Yep.
2.
Metroid Prime. Great job, guys.
Isn't there a Metroid Prime 2?
Echoes.
Echoes.
Yeah, but Metroid Prime was the correct answer.
Right.
So that was from Jet
Yes,
Jaguar.
right.
correct.
Focus all attacks.
Yes, right? Correct. Oh, that was a good game. I need to play all of those again.
I need
It's
to
been a
play
long time
this
since I
again.
played the Prime trilogy. I only played Echoes once, and I only played Corruption once.
Do we know? Is the fourth one coming out, or is that still like a speculation?
No, I mean, yes, the fourth one is officially in development and is
for
coming
the
to
new
Switch.
PlayStation, probably, right?
That's how it works. Yeah, Nintendo's like, hey, one company that doesn't bother to work with us, we're going to give you one of our biggest franchises for core gamers.
So here's the thing. When I started playing Ori, that game had me emotional in the first, like before the game even started. I was like, choking on my tears.
Yep.
And then I was like, man, this is crazy. This is a Microsoft game on a Nintendo system.
Well, Microsoft published.
Microsoft published game. But like, do you think Microsoft was like, we give you one of ours, you give us one of yours?
No, because I think Microsoft is like, hey, we can make more money with this game.
That's
Let's
true.
do that.
They could still make more money if they go to PlayStation as well, but they're not doing that.
Thank you, Mom. No, like the audience for that kind of game is more on Nintendo side than on PlayStation side. The time spent to transfer it
there's
over.
no people playing games like Unravel or Unravel 2.
What happened to Unravel 2 after it came out?
What happened to it?
It came
It
to
unraveled?
Switch. There's a
unraveled.
bigger audience for that type of game on Nintendo side of things. You're not going to port that to PlayStation because it's going to be. I'm not
So
going to say it's not
Unravel
going
2
to
came
sell.
to the Switch. Did it come with Unravel 1 as well?
No,
somewhere?
because that would have made sense.
All right, can we get on with music?
Yes.
please? Thank you.
Okay,
He's-
so
he's
this next song
getting
comes from
upset.
Fred McNanner, who also
Focus
sent
all
me a
attacks?
suggestion about the Pokemon section.
Oh,
Okay, I'm game.
boy. That's what we
Um,
love here. Opinions.
Fred McNanner says, I assume you use Bulbapedia for each Pokemon. Instead of reading about the Pokemon's anime appearance, I think going to the section on each Pokemon's page titled Game Data Pokédex Entries would make the segment much easier for everyone. You'd be reading the entries about the Pokemon that come directly from the game, and things would be a lot more brief.
All right, that's what we're doing next
Thanks,
week.
and I hope you have a wonderful
We're giving
day.
it a try. Fred
Okay, and if you
McManus,
don't
thank
like
you.
it, call Fred.
Thank you, Fred.
We're at an hour and 42 minutes. Is this a Mario and Luigi title?
Stunt Race FX.
Yeah.
Wow. This
I
guy's
knew
a
that instrument.
professional.
Okay, one more.
I don't know. How many have we done?
I'm counting how many we got right.
Me too.
You never said we had to count all the songs.
God, we got to do everything.
We'll do one more.
She's
How
doing
many
a
do
great
you
job.
have that we have right?
Can I say?
Yeah.
I have 5.
Okay, I have that too. Just making sure. Yeah, we'll do one more.
Okay. Here it goes. This one comes from
Focus all attacks.
let's say
Just read their email.
I'm trying to, you know what?
No, I mean the email address. You could say the name and the email address.
Just don't bother me. This one
Okay.
comes from Link
I'm thinking.
601. Exactly.
This is Super Mario Odyssey.
It is
What was that Batman game from again?
Fortnite.
Lego Batman.
Fortnite, man. Bat Fort. This is the desert, whatever the desert's called. This is the 8-bit version. Hey, do. So we got 6.
Out of how many? Who knows?
I'm gonna guess close to 10. Right? Well,
I don't know. What is the chat say?
oh no.
Did
They're
we
not
actually
doing
do
anything.
10? Okay.
Yeah, we got 6 right. I'll take that. 6 is good for us, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a ticket. All right, Nikki.
No,
Hill.
6 out of 6, I think I heard.
That's right. 6 out of 6. I'm going to need you to click stop on the regular audio. Oh, I could do it, actually. I'll do it. That's it. Thanks for watching. Hello, Super Shauno. Thanks for watching and listening this week, guys. I appreciate it. I will share more information on our special announcement as soon as I'm allowed to. Now, you're not ending the live show. You're just ending the Audacity.
Yeah,
Just click stop.
Right?
Yeah.
What if I just hit the X?
Don't do that. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. We'll see you next week.
Goodbye,
Goodbye, everybody.
Next week.
Did it stop?
Yeah, I don't see anything.
That's okay. As long as it stopped recording, we're good.
Okay, now we're still live streaming.
Yes, usually I do a
Video
couple minutes
feedback.
for after show. No, Brian, I haven't done that. I've been considering doing it, but I don't know. I'm interested to see. Brian is asking me if I've played Dragon Quest XI in 2D mode, and I haven't yet. But I do want to check it out. But I know progression is handled a certain way when you do 2D mode, and if you don't do it correctly, you lose progress. Yeah, it might be a good idea for a second playthrough. Yeah, I am interested to see running around in 3D environments, how they look in 2D. I'm very curious. I wish it was just literally just flip a switch and, I know it is pretty much you go in an option and change it, but it messes with your progress a little bit. So I'm a little uneasy about doing it, but I do want to see how they turn these areas. Thank you, Sir. Turn these areas from 3D into 2D. I really, they took on a lot of extra work for that. They didn't have to do that. That's something for longtime fans. I'd love to know what the percentages of people who played through 2D as their first playthrough versus 3D, but I think that's a cool feature. Mom Brain,
Yes.
before we go,
Yes.
any final guesses on what we're doing tonight?
Bowling.
That is
Tell her what she's won.
incorrect. Thank you, Joe Shabadoo. I'll email you after the show. Incorrect. You have one more guess.
Is it a movie?
Why would we be going to a movie that's like 40 minutes away?
Because we're
Would
going,
we do that?
Because we're going to see it in like IMAX
Would it be?
or something.
Could that be it? Are we going to an IMAX
We could
show?
go see Mr. America in New York City.
Are we going to an IMAX showing for
Mr. America.
Mr. Deeds?
Was that your favorite movie growing up?
Mom Brain's favorite movie
No.
growing up is Mr. Deeds. Yeah.
I saw Mr. Deeds, I think, once in the theater.
What if it was an IMAX screening of Bedknobs and Broomsticks?
I don't want to get my hopes up.
and
I don't
Mr.
think-
Deeds.
I don't think that could be.
What were we
IMAX.
going to see?
Was
and-
it Mr. Yeah, we went to go see something and it was sold out.
We did not go
or
to
we-
see Mr. Deeds. We saw Mr. Deeds because something was sold out. Autumnal Blake says we're going to the supermarket.
like A&P.
Here we are.
Well, it's like Kirby. He was like, we're going to the dentist.
Yeah, what were we going to see? And we got
It must have been when I was in college and it was like we were going to see that and then I was going to go back to school. So we just were like, well, let's find another movie because
and we were. I remember us being super hesitant about it. I was like, I really don't want to see this movie, and we didn't enjoy it. All right, Nikki Hill, can I trust you to end the live show? Oh no, it's
you
different.
gotta
I got to do that.
and you also got to do the other thing. Start exporting.
Well, guys, I'm Nikki Hill now. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hope you have a great weekend. Play some games, hang out with friends and family, take a rest, relax. You deserve it. We'll see you next week.
Goodbye, everybody.
everybody.